Yes, broadcast is already live. I guess I go on to YouTube. I just share it. Oh, there it is. Public test. Okay. Oh, good grief. Come on already. Okay, meet that. Let's see. I'm gonna share it real quick on Twitter. See who stops by. Okay. Also, let me copy. I'm gonna send this to. If he wants to comment. Okay, this thing is being. Okay, there we go. This is the public test. All right, so we're back here. So, see who comes in. This is kind of like an unannounced thing, so see how this works. Okay, we have banners here. We have brand. This is funny. It's like, now I'm in the director's chair. So hopefully people show just to help me out with this test, because I definitely would like to see how I can run it, because we may have to do this in lieu if VF is not able to go, which I understand. Okay, okay, we got a person. All right, person, if you're here, say something. There we go. Hey, what's up, Cody Face? So yeah, I'm basically doing a test. So thank you for stopping by. So it definitely helps with this test. I'm on the free StreamYard, so of course you see the duck up there. I had to see. I hate screen presence on this thing because everything is the opposite. So when I'm looking at it, it's on my right, but it's literally on my left. So I have to visually reverse everything. But thank you for stopping by. So I'm just trying to. This is actually my first time using StreamYard to stream. I've not actually. Let me clip this up a little bit. Actually, hold up. There we go. Just wanted to. Nope. Maybe a little bit down. Okay. There we go. So yeah. So the reason, just I don't know if you caught the first part of it, but the reason why I'm here is, right now we don't know the status of EF. We don't know if I feel like he's still grieving, and we're just giving him his time and his space. Like I have, like, just to be open and honest, I haven't sent anything to him other than the last tweet from what he had mentioned on Twitter. So, giving him the proper time and the space to grieve. And if we're able to go tonight as far as a full show, um, we will be going as a full show. But if we're not able to, uh, that's the reason why I'm testing here. And so we can do something in its place. It won't be it will be in the same mold as First and Frame Rates, just for tonight. So if we're not able to do a official First and Frame Rates, we will do an unofficial for First and Frame Rates. I still don't know what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it something different, so it doesn't, as far as like the video log and when we do uploads to Spotify and stuff like that, there's no confusion on what this episode was versus another one. Um, oh, you know what? I can really make it simple. I'll just call it a, let's see, because I do have something going on Twitch called "What the Fuck Just Happened." I'll just call that. I'll call it something as an extension off of that instead of first and frame rates. Like um, Bill's just mentioned that if we do this format, if we go in this way, I have to make sure I'm right. If we do it in this way, then he could be here this evening as well. So uh, just to give you a heads up, we definitely will be talking about the blockbuster deal that happened with in the NBA. We will be talking about that this evening. We'll be talking about the NFL playoffs, the first weekend, because obviously we would have talked about that on Tuesday, but since we didn't, we weren't able to go live. We will talk about that. Trying to figure out anything else that happened video game wise. I kind of brought this up on my show last night on Twitch. It's EV. I think you already follow me on Twitch. EVO325. Let me put that in the banner since I'm learning now. I'm really going into banners and stuff. So just just type this up real quick. Okay, so hide that. Oh, okay. You know what? That was my fault. Let's see. That trade was crazy. Yeah, it was, but we're just gonna keep it to that and save whatever for tonight. So I'm not gonna talk about it beyond what the surface. Yeah, the trade was crazy, and we definitely will talk about that tonight. So that will be something. And you know what? I think what I can do as well is that this could be used as a form of advertising. When we have the show up and running, I could probably come on around this time. And if we have like any topics that are kind of set in stone, because obviously we do the show, from the rip. Like we don't know what we're talking about. I'm like, there's an idea of what we're talking about, but there's something usually we don't know up until like 5 minutes until, and then we just go. And that's the way the show rolls, and that's how we are. But I can kind of see this as this could be, hey, what's up, Hollywood? Hey, thanks for stopping by. Hollywood, everybody. Hollywood, stop by. The thumbs up. Thank you. So just doing a test of the service. Oh, by the way, let me put the banner back up. Just just let everybody know. So I was hoping Bills would stop by. I know he's not near his phone. No, he's near his phone. Obviously, everybody's near their phone. Like, who isn't near their phone? He's just not near a laptop to join in. Again, this is a public test. Probably gonna go for another 7 minutes because this is supposed to be. This will be a backup just in case we don't do a first and frame rates official episode. If we don't do a first and frame rates official episode, then we will be live from my channel here on YouTube. Um, so I'm really also playing around with settings. I can adjust the color. I can make it that, and you'll see like certain changes. The fact that they can do a block, I keep it at the bubble. The bubble is so fitting right about now, and we'll talk about that as well because it has not been a smooth last few weeks in the NBA. So that'll be another thing we'll be talking about. I think this, if we go live from this backup, this will probably be a more NBA centric show. even though I'm not a really NBA guy, but a lot of the news has been NBA centric. Like I said, talk about the NFL playoffs, talk about the NBA as far as the news that's popped up there. We could talk about the L that I suffered last night because apparently I will say this, and this is to Bills. I had mentioned this. I had mentioned what was it about the? I had went on this rant about um, everybody taking a loss as far taking an L as far as digging up, making it more than what it was about Chase Young's situation and whatnot. And I was so sure that the real story was Chase Claypool. Because from what my understanding was of the video I saw, the TikTok video I saw, and me and Bill's kind of like we playfully like went at each other on the show last night on Twitch. We could talk about that. I'm like, obviously that was a thing that happened, and I think we definitely could. We definitely could talk about it. That could be a possibility. And you know what? This is also great because now I can see. Ah, I see another idea here. See I'm thinking of here. I'm thinking of here. This is how we interact with the fans. This is how we interact with you, the viewers, to get ideas. This is how we're gonna do it. I'm like, this is a form of marketing in a way, advertising for the show, First and Frame Rates, even though this evening maybe on my channel for the backup with a different title. But I do see this as being a feeler for what you guys, the viewers, want to talk about. So I'm gonna write this down. Okay. What was first a backup will now be live advertising. There we go. So, and I'm at honestly just on the surface to bring that up. I knew his bitch ass was going to get fired. I knew it was going to get fired when he put in Nate Suffield. That's a fireable offense. I think I mentioned that last night on What the Fuck Just Happened, episode 12, which went great. I still have a Twitch channel afterwards because I said some things at the end that possibly could get me banned. Nothing bad, just talked about Hillary Clinton and how evil, how shadowy, how much of a shadowy evil figure she is. And that could possibly get me banned on YouTube as well. So I knew it was a fireable offense, but we'll possibly talk about that. But at the same time, you guys are here. What do you guys? What I'm like, and what would you guys like to see us talk about in the future? Not just tonight, and not just whatever. Just in the future. Like I said, I'm gonna definitely use this as a live advertising for the show, and also gather ideas from the community because we also have a Discord channel. I'm not going to post a link here because I want to keep this as one link, one show, one link. Because when we did it, when I first put together a Discord channel, and we were putting out multiple links. And I think I did a thing where I made one of the links where it didn't expire, and that went a little crazy. So one link, so that's on VS channel. I can always copy and paste from that, but I'm not going to do that. Like I said, this was intended to be a test, but I do see the ideas rolling for something more with coming from me and doing this as an advertisement for First and Frame Rates. Also get ideas, give a preview. Because if you think about it, when I look at, because I do look at other podcasts and see what they're doing, and I know the main thing is to, have our own thing, but you do look at what's out there. You do gauge and see what the pattern is that everybody's doing. And what it is like the main thing that other people on other podcasts they do, if it's a group of people, like if I look at Weapon Wheel, if I look, well, it was, I think one of the reasons why AGS didn't really, I mean, AGS podcast, even though it was live, it was really good. I mean, as far as the podcast with the group of people, not in its current format. Current format is actually pretty good, but because you have two people that do their own shit, so that actually works because you don't just catch them on this one day. You also, well, I think Hard Eight for the most part, you kind of just see once a week, but he has the capability with him and his co-host to do other things that you'll see. So, and he kind of built that up on his own. So when he was doing that, it really set him up for what he's doing now. So in Weapon Wheel podcast, they have each individual outside of, I think, Jimmy that does something on their own. Jimmy does stuff on his own, but I think he's more focused on real life things, which I respect. Um, so yeah, each podcast has individuals that do their own thing on the side, but I can definitely see this as an opportunity to poll the community on topics, see what you guys want to talk about, and you know, this will be something that will be done differently versus what we've been doing up until this point. I'm like, we've been doing good so far, but you know what? The quote, what is it? The quote, a bad Woman movie, 84. We're good, but we can be better. So, all right. So I think that would be enough. I think one thing I'll do real quick. Let me do this. I'm gonna do a test of this. I'm gonna share a screen, and what do I want to share? Let's do NFL, and then we're just gonna go ahead and share a screen. Don't worry. There we go. Because I want to make sure all this works. Because I want to be able to share screen, talk about playoff matchups, and there we go. All right, so that's working just fine. Let's see. So, anybody else got anything? Anybody got anything else to say? That's what I meant to say. Anybody got any ideas? I definitely could use this as a promotion for the channel. I can possibly instead of doing OBS, because I've been being very creative with OBS, like the stuff on my Twitch channel. Again, EVO325 on Twitch. Not gonna do the banner. I actually started on the banner and I didn't hit enter, so it didn't pop up. So, it's okay, but I do. It's funny because I'm always late to the party when it comes to like other stuff. Like definitely StreamYard. I'm real late to the party, but it definitely I definitely like this. I think I'll convert my show on Twitch to this and just do this format. It definitely takes care of it definitely takes care of all the logistics as far as getting people on and stuff like that, because I really was trying to do the groundwork to have people come on my Twitch show, but I ain't just hop on here. And also, I was also worried about the quality because it's in 720p, and what has been coming from my YouTube channel and what has definitely been coming from my Twitch channel has been in 1440p. So I do worry about the quality, but if you guys are not worried about because most of y'all are looking at this from your either on your phone, or I think the number one viewing spot is the mobile phone. So it's a smaller screen. You probably won't even tell the difference until if you blow it up on like a television. That's when you really see it. Like somebody's watching this on their 4K TV, they'll be like, "Oh God, this is horrible." But yeah, so I'll do it that way. But thank you guys for stopping by Crave Face Hollywood Sports. Thank you for participating in this public test. I definitely wanted to make sure that this was going to work. Like I said, first, the intention for this is literally a backup, just in case we don't officially go live this evening. Like I said, BF we're giving him his space, we're giving him his time to grieve, and you know, and if he's ready to go tonight, then we're all going to be ready to go tonight. If not, we're still going to go, but we're going to go as a backup on my channel. If you guys can kind of spread the word, I will actually keep this video public until we go live tonight. Once either or happens, I will delete this video. So, and let me get Hollywood with the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. So I wonder how much of a delay this is as well. And also another idea, if I get the funding for this. Now, I see the pricing on here, and I'm not too thrilled about the pricing. I think they could put 1080p on the free one, because 1080, if you think about it, 1080p is standard. Come on, StreamYard. Come on. And StreamYard is not the only place that does this. Like, they hold 1080p you have to pay for it. I'm like, look, it's standard. 1080p is standard. So that should be a part of any free thing that I'm like, I could deal with the limitations, but it being in 720p is BS. And StreamYard's not the only one. But I would like to not have this duck logo here. I see the issue. Don't like ducks. Well, ducks are funny when they're made by Disney, not in real life. They bite. And but the pricing on here, I think it was $240 a year if you do it that, or $25 if you did it just strictly monthly. And I think to get the highest one, it's $490. Actually, no, it's 480. I think it's 480 or 470 a year to get the highest version of this, to the tune of $49 a month if you did it. I'm just like, nah, that's okay. I'll just do this free version, since everybody's looking at it on this phone. So other than that, thank you guys for stopping by. We should know something at the last second. So this is what's going to happen. Just to lay this out for the final time. Right now, VF is on his own. He's grieving. We're giving him the time and the space. And if we do an official First and Frame Rates episode tonight, you guys obviously would be the first to know. But if we don't, I will quickly set this up on my channel on YouTube, and we will go live at that moment from there. And we will go over the topics that we pretty much just highlighted, and anything else that pops up. I want to definitely keep the organic feel of the First and Frame Rates here for this emergency podcast. I wouldn't say emergency podcast. I would say more or less a backup for the official. So, and also use it as a means to poll you guys, the community, on what topics that could come up. Basically, yeah, Bills, you're right. Okay, there you are. Okay. I'm here for a sec. Okay, good. So, um, I take it you're still near your phone. So if I were to send you the invite, which that's, would you be able to pop in for a split second? So I'm trying to figure out how would I do that. Oh, okay, that's how I would done. Okay, it'll probably be just literally from. Oh, temporarily not working. God damn. So that's how I could have done it. I could have done it. Hmm. Okay, I see it. Okay, so now I know how to do that. It'd be easier to send an invite. So, so yeah, I would see Bills. I wouldn't got my headphones on. I'm out at a restaurant right now. Okay, so there we go. Restaurant. Got my headphones on. Okay. All right. So, well, if you're out at a restaurant, then nah, that's okay. We don't want to hear you munching on shit. Probably got a lot to munch on anyway. Um, it wouldn't be a spinoff per se. It would be the backup just in case we don't go live on VF's channel. It'll be we'll go live on this channel if VF's not ready to go. That's I know we've thought about this for quite some time, and I'm not I'm not even going to ask. Um so so it definitely I was writing it down, but I already know what I'm gonna do with it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep quiet. Yeah. So um so that's gonna be what's all right, Crayface. I'll see you. Hopefully we're official tonight on VS channel. But if he's not ready to go, we're gonna go official. I gotta get the centering right. I make sure that okay, I got it. All right. See, it's kind of I gotta move this camera over. This way. Nope, that's even worse. Gotta move it over this way. There we go. I'm trying to make sure I get the. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'm trying to make sure I get the centering. The blocking. That's what they call it. In stage, they call it the blocking. I'll make sure I got the blocking correct. Or I could just move. There we go. Nope. This way. This way. All right. There we go. Except I don't put an X at the bottom of the chair to say this is the spot. I'll just remember it and go from there. So, all right. So that's what's on tap for tonight. If we're not able to go, oh, let me stop sharing the screen because we're not sharing the screen any longer. Um, if we're not able to go live, I know I've said this for the millionth time, but just in case that people don't get it, if we don't go live, hold on. Okay. If we don't go live on VF's channel for an official First and Frame Rates episode, we will go live on this channel with a not a spin-off, but a backup. So always got to be the one to think of contingency plans. And I've actually thought about this for quite some time. So I was really fully prepared. I didn't want and the question is probably why didn't we do this on Tuesday? Because I honestly it was more about allowing the initial energy to wear down, to wear off, allowing the initial energy to wear off of what took place, what happened. Because, as much as he's grieving, I actually, like, when I watched this video, I felt it too. So, you know, and it was for, I anticipate we won't, and it's a spinoff. Like, whatever it is. But anyway, like I said, I felt it as well, and it was needed. I'm like, that was like, just to not do this on Tuesday and to have it set up for today, so that way we can go off without hitch. um I don't know if hmm I have to think about the fact, because to keep the continuity, no, I'm keeping this for myself, and I'll keep it public, but I will create a playlist for whenever we do this on my channel. I will keep a playlist available, because remember, I was the one who badgered VF about a playlist for first and frame rates, which, I'm not gonna, obviously for good reasons, I'm not gonna badger about it now, because we have Spotify and stuff like that. But on the actual YouTube, hasn't updated their playlist for quite some time. But we have Spotify and stuff like that. So, all right. So I've been where he's at on multiple occasions. We should just let him breathe and do it over here. We can name this LOL. Okay. And it looks like he wanted to. I would think. Well, that really is the basis of why I'm making this. I'm being transparent with everybody, because we're anticipating that we won't be official. But again, I'm always a person, and Village, you notice too from your career, is that you always want to plan to have a backup, and then when you have an audience that's anticipating, because they're anticipating, let's see, when I think about the viewers, I think about the fact that they're anticipating a show to go on tonight. And I'm here to say, temper those expectations, but expect another version of it at a different location, so people can change their viewpoint as far as tonight's expectations, to not look for it on VF's channel, to look for it on my channel, just in case we're not going on VF's channel. Because we already have the channel. VF, we already have it to where if we go live, people will show up, and the enough people will show up for that. But if we go live on my channel, I have less subscribers. I'm using this to get everybody's attention and say, hey, we may be going live from my channel as a backup, just in case we're not able to go on VF's channel. So, I wanted to get out ahead of it. And this was around, I think we went 30 minutes ago. So about 1:30, this is around the time that everyone's awake or whatever, even people on the West Coast. OG, you're on the, you probably not, see, OJ, whoops. OG's not subscribed to my YouTube channel. So I would literally, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to also create, no, wait a minute. I'll send him the link if he ever wants to jump in at some portion, maybe help out tonight. If he's not doing his show with Ryan Hollins. So if he's not doing that, I'm gonna see if I can get him Um, and if I possibly potentially have ruined a surprise guest, so be it. I'm really just thinking of plans. Yeah, no, I have everybody on. Yeah, he follows. We follow. I think all of us follow each other on Twitter. I was just saying on YouTube, he doesn't follow my channel. I know he follows my Twitch channel. I don't even know if he even watches um my Twitch shows. I'm hurt if he doesn't, but that's a different story. But you know what? The format may change on the Twitch show. Like I said, this is an avenue to create ideas. I do have this set up for Twitch as well. So I could literally stop using OBS, even though I still could use OBS, but I can stop using OBS for these shows. And I think that's what I'll do. When I stream video games, that's when the quality will go up. And when I do these shows where you're just going to pop it down to 720p, have up to 6 guests, have this damn duck on the left hand side, unless I get some sponsorship, because I'm not paying 240 a year for 1080p and up to 10 guests. I don't think I would never have 10 guests when I do my show. So, all right, Bills, I'll see you. So he says he's out. So that's another thing I'm gonna have to get used to is hitting these guys. I don't know if, and of course we're about done, but I think I've done a good job of making sure everybody, and this definitely does help with engagement. So I can definitely see the format. It would make sense. New format, lower the resolution quality, but have more engagement and increase the chance of having guests on the show. Because to tell you the truth, on the Twitch show, Bills has wanted to jump on. He definitely wanted to jump on. Like all the chats that took place on Twitch definitely would have taken place if I had StreamYard and I was on. But as far as these premiums, yeah, I'm not paying it unless I get sponsorship. I'm gonna take the hard 8 times approach on this. I'm not gonna do it unless somebody else is paying for it. Honestly, like 200. If if I'm not asking for this, it's one of those things that if I've earned that, then I appreciate it. If I haven't, then I will continue to work for it until I've earned it. But I'm not paying 240 a year to upgrade the resolution and add up to 10 people. And I'm definitely not asking anybody to sponsor 490 something bucks. That's way out the question. So I'll just leave it at that. So that'll be it for now. The public test is over. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Bills, Hollywood, Quayface, and we'll see what happens. So this will. I'm gonna just create a banner. Should have had this blasting the whole entire time instead of this damn NWO bullshit. That's my stomach. If I don't know if you guys heard that, I'm hungry as hell. Hungry as a hippo. Too bad I can't swim as fast as one. But let's see. First frame race is a no-go. And see, and the thing about me is that I will give you an official time. This is the way I operate. So, for my show on Twitch, I give you guys an official time and I show up. That's the way I am. I'm like, it's just the military aspect in me. And it's just like, look, tell you I'm showing up at 7:30. I'm going to be there at 7:30. Sometimes maybe it's some seconds late, whatever. Give you a little pre-show, some audio, some music, and stuff like that. And would I be able to? Nah, this would be one without music. I'll definitely not have any music playing in the background. I don't want this to get struck down by any means. So, okay, so let's add that banner, and we're gonna show that one. There we go. And that's funny because I never thought to just have it as a banner. And I don't know if I spelled anything wrong. Okay, good. Everything's on there that needs to be on there. So that is that. Just in case anybody is looking at this, we're Bills and I are anticipating that First and Frame Rates officially will not go live tonight due to VF being out of action, and that we will go live from my channel here on YouTube. And for anybody who watches the show on VF's channel, to look for it. It won't be called First and Frame Rates. It'll be something else. Will be on my channel, and it will go live. We will go live here at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 4:30 for everybody on the West Coast, 3:30 for Mountain. Oops. I went backwards. 4:30, 5:30, and 6:30 for the respective time zones. I went the other way, like I was going into the Pacific Ocean for the 3:30 time. I was like, damn, people stuck in the ocean if it's 3:30. But yeah, so that will be the time we will go live tonight if we don't have an official show tonight. I don't know how many times I've had to repeat this. I feel like I needed to. If I sound like a broken record, it is a necessary evil just to make sure that if you don't see us go live on VF's channel at whatever 7:45, whatever. Well, actually, if we don't hear anything by like 7:20, if we don't hear from VF by 7:20, we will go live on my channel by 7:30. That gives me a good 10 minutes to set up. Pretty much the same way I do on my Twitch channel. I usually give myself about 10 minutes, give you guys like a 3 to 5 minute pre-show, and then let's just have at it from there. So we're gonna have some fun tonight, no matter which way it goes. That's the plan. We're gonna have fun. I want to talk about these topics. Let's just write down the topics real quick. The blockbuster trade and COVID. Let's see. Yep. COVID situation, especially, it's definitely taking up the Washington Wizards. It's taking up other teams, but this is just crazy. This definitely will be an NBA centric show if we go live on my channel. So, and we'll talk about the NFL playoffs. So, and then we'll break up some video game news, talk about Lucasfilm games coming back, Star Wars no longer being exclusive to EA. About freaking time. Hey, what's up, Doug? Yeah, I'm on here. I don't know if you caught it, but I was just letting you know we're on here just in case we don't hear anything from VF. We're gonna go live on my channel at 7:30 tonight. So anybody let them know that, hey, right now we're just giving VF time to grieve, give him his space, and if we do a show tonight, it will more than likely. Bills and I are anticipating it's going to be here on my channel. So just let you know, because we haven't heard from VF, and yeah, I hope he's okay as well. And I'm like, he definitely. If you watched this video, the video he uploaded earlier this week, if he wasn't already shooken up beforehand, when he got that news, yeah, so Bills and I are anticipating that we are going to go live on my channel, and we're gonna try to carry on, and we're planning on having some fun. And I don't have the same exact capabilities as VF, but pretty much I have the banners. I'm like I said, I'm testing everything out. Everything out. Only thing is, I had to deal with this damn duck in this top. Yeah, that duck right there. I had to deal with that. But other than that, we're more than likely going to go live here on my channel, and doing this. Oh, thank you. I definitely appreciate it. Hopefully everybody's here. I definitely would like to see, because I definitely want to use this for my uh, Twitch show that I do Wednesdays. So if this works out, well, this should work out. This is First and Frame Rates crew that's going to be here, so people will be here. But if I want to use this further, there's two other uses of this. So basically now I'm up to three uses of this. Advertisement for the show, for the First and Frame Rate show tonight, on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. I can do that as a backup, just in case the show doesn't go, which is pretty much going to be the case, and switch the format up on my Wednesday show. So that way I can have people on that want to talk about certain topics. Because I honestly, when there with a couple of the shows, when there was a lot of chatter, I'd rather that chatter be in my ear and I can respond to it in real time. They can respond to me, and so on and so on. So we'll definitely change the format on what the fuck just happened. So that pretty much is what the fuck just happened. We are gonna go live on this channel if VF is out of action. So again, Doug, thank you for dropping in real quick, and we'll see what happens. But Doug, just to give you a preview of what we would maybe talking about, we're definitely going to be talking mostly the NBA. A lot of stuff has been going down in the NBA. Trades, COVID, depression, all that has popped up in the NBA. And we'll talk about the NFL, especially this past weekend's playoffs, and previewing the upcoming games this weekend. So it should be a good one. And we will be talking about Lucasfilm games and Star Wars no longer being exclusive to EA. So I think that would be a good topic. And then any other thing that pops up. So we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna check off, because originally this was supposed to be a 15-minute public test, and it turns out to be a mini show, a mini preview, like I said, like the banner says, this has been brought to you by the NWO. How long you say? For life. So wait a minute, hold up. So is that the second time? Because I know you say you yeah, so you say you tested positive on Christmas. So was that, I think, yeah, I remember you may have mentioned it on the show. Yeah, tested positive before. This shit is no joke. And we've had I'm like, oh, it was your first. Okay, never mind. Because there's another guy, Kool-Aid. He tweeted in the middle of the night last night, and obviously I was up in the middle of the night because I can't sleep. I'm an insomniac till I die or whatever. Yeah, because we've had a couple of people that watch the show that have, and my memory is not as great as everyone else's. my short term memory is not as good as everyone else. My long term memory is really awesome, but it's at the expense of my short term memory. And I feel like my time in military fucked up my short term memory. That and also the concussions I've suffered playing football and also working at the gym. So, and I've been really trying to work. That's why I haven't been tuning into the show. I'm like, okay. I'm like, it's understandable. I'm like, you have to take your time recover because I'm like, depending upon what symptoms you get, it really does take a lot out of you. You pretty much have to isolate. You have to be extra cautious once you get a positive test. Like I've been tested. I've been tested twice myself. I was tested at the initial stages of this pandemic, like before the pandemic hit. I was tested, and I was tested again in August. So I've had two scares and have gotten negative results both times. So I've been lucky, but the first time I did have the flu. I had the flu. And the other time I was experiencing flu-like symptoms, but it was like a mild case. It was like a really bad cold. So I've been lucky. So and it's the sad thing is that I don't have a recent flu vaccine shot. I don't get, and the thing is, I'm not banking on the fact that I don't get sick often, but I haven't taken the flu vaccine in a decade. Like, I, I don't know. It's just like I said, I'm not banking on the fact that I don't get sick often, but I haven't taken the flu vaccine. I've been living vaccine free for quite some time between like the flu vaccine. Obviously, there's no vaccine for the cold. They haven't figured that one out. They got the couple of these vaccines out now, and there are people that are hesitant to take it. As far as being African American, I can understand. So, but thank God you're still here, and thank God you're alive and kicking. You kicked its ass. You it tried to kick your ass, but you kicked this ass because you're still here. That's what's most important, and that goes for anybody that has survived this. And we definitely mourn the ones that have passed from this. There's almost 400,000 people that have passed from this. And people just need to take this shit seriously, like our politicians and our president, who will no longer be president, who got impeached for a second time. Him and his vice president. You know what I call them? People who don't take this shit seriously. People who act cowardly and pretend like they had nothing to do with the Capitol riots last week. You know what I call them? Bitch ass niggas. That's what I call them. They're bans. There's also another acronym that I like to throw out there. You have bans and bitch ass nigga. You got they use this for Paul George. Sands, soft ass nigga. So it definitely is this needs to be taken seriously once and for all. I think everybody's been just playing. Everyone who's not taking this seriously has played themselves. We've had the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, literally just playing himself. Like, and it's funny because at one moment you thought he was for the little guy, then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, COVID vaccine, first come, first serve." No, idiot, that's not what you do. You got to prioritize the people who are most vulnerable first. It ain't first come, first serve. You had them old people out there camping. Who does that? A bitch ass nigga. And that's Ron DeSantis in a nutshell. So, and he's been running Florida into the ground, like literally. He basically did the same thing that Trump did. But anyway, that's enough for now. And again, one last time, I'm going to repeat it. If we, Bills and I anticipate that we will be going live from my channel this evening in I'm going to use his term, spin off of First and Frame Rates. Because we anticipate that VF will still be out of action. Hope he's okay. We're giving him his space to grieve, his time to heal and recover. So hopefully we'll be the official First and Frame Rates will be back next week. But for tonight, we're gonna go live. We anticipate that we're gonna go live on my channel at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, so there we go. And we will definitely be talking NBA, NFL, Star Wars as far as video games is concerned. So news came out there and anything else that pops up. So looking forward to seeing you tonight, Doug, and everyone else who popped in and anybody else who actually sees this in syndication from my channel. I'll post it back out on Twitter and also back again on Discord. So we'll go from there. So definitely we'll see you tonight. Hopefully we see everybody tonight. And this will be one for VF. So other than that, I'll see you guys later tonight. And be easy, be safe, wear a mask, isolate if you have to, be kind to each other, look out for one another. Whether you know it or not, everyone's connected. There's no if something happens to me, it doesn't affect the other. It literally is that. Whatever happens to you happens to me and happens to the next person. It's a symbiont circle that we all have forgotten and have tuned out over the years because we've been told that being selfish is a good thing. And that's not true. All right, then. I'll see you guys tonight. Peace.